Talking about diabetes now. Okay.
I gotta do the intro.
Oh, okay. Do the intro. I don't know how do you do it. How do you do it?
I'm still trying to come up with like a good one, but so far the one that I've got is like
Wow, you forgot your intro.
It's like, hey, hello, hi everyone. It's me, Vanessa. If you are coming back, thank you so much for sticking around, and if you are new, a big warm welcome to you. So today we are back. I am back with a special guest.
Talk to me.
This is my friend Christian, or as everyone calls him, C-Tang. And
there's a hyphen.
So for today's video, I thought it would be cool for me to do a Q&A, but instead of just having a Q&A where I take questions from Twitter or just from any random corner of the internet.
Instagram.
Yeah, pretty much. I thought it would be fun to have one of my absolute closest friends ask me questions. And here's the fun part. From what I know and from what he's told me, he knows nothing about diabetes.
I mean, it's like this minimal.
What do you know? Tell the viewers.
I know there's two types. I know you have to be aware of your diet, because I know that if you go over your sugar. If you go over like a sugar, like your glucose intake, then you gotta be careful, or else you go into anaphylactic shock and possibly die. I don't.
Anaphylactic shock, but okay.
Oh, okay, not anaphylactic. I'm so sorry.
That's allergies.
Okay, sorry. You just go into shock and you probably lose heart rate and stuff.
With that being said, let's get started with the questions. So,
what do you want me to go
start
with?
wherever you want to start.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Start wherever you want to start.
Okay, we'll start with 2. What are the common misconceptions about diabetes?
You can't have any sugar whatsoever. I cannot tell you how many times in my life I have had people just be like, oh wait, you can't have candy, you can't have sugar. That's gonna kill you.
Oh, man.
Big misconception.
Man, that hurts.
And you should know me and like how much I adore my sweets.
This is true, you guys. You gotta be careful. You know, that ice cream in the middle of nowhere, it's gone.
Chocolate.
Oh man, that cake,
chocolate.
triple layer, gone. You don't want to see it again. You leave anything dessert-like in the fridge, gone.
But yeah, no, like the whole sugar thing is a big misconception. Like, if you are a well-managed diabetic and you know how to keep yourself under control and what your just care in general is like, you can have sugar in moderation. Like, yeah, everything in moderation. Like, you don't want to be packing on like dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and like a midnight snack. So
yeah.
That's just not good for you.
They tried that in Fairly Odd Parents. It didn't work out.
But yeah, I'm with my diabetes personally, I have my sugars so under control and my health so under control that like I can treat myself to a Kit Kat bar every now and then. Ooh. Or like a Coke every now and then, especially vanilla Coke. Vanilla Coke is vanilla
Delicious.
Coke is my sugary love. But yeah, the whole sugar thing is just a big misconception.
Anything else? Or was that just a...
I mean, do you think I nailed the question? Is there anything else
I
missed?
You're the expert. I don't know anything about it.
Sugar, misconception, just everything in moderation.
All right. How did you and or your family know or found out that you had diabetes?
Okay.
Was it a genetic thing, or did you guys develop it later on?
So here's the thing. It was not a genetic thing.
Oh.
No one in my family has diabetes.
Intriguing.
No one. Not my dad's side, not my mom's side. No one. I was the first one with diabetes.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed at the age of 4. And so the story as it goes, because I genuinely don't remember much of what happened around that time. I have little blots from just that week of my diagnosis, and that's about it. So my mom said that for a couple of days before my 4th birthday, I was diagnosed on my 4th birthday, fun fact.
Oh man, that kind of sucks. When you get that, and your mom and your parents would be like, no cake. I'm like, well, why?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So for a couple of like days or like a week or so before my birthday, my mom had realized like I was drinking a lot of fluids, I was going to the bathroom a lot, like I was just eating a lot, like I just was not being my normal self, like my normal healthy self. And
what do you mean you were eating a lot? Like you were eating a lot of...
Like I was just consuming a lot of food, like a lot more than what a 4-year-old should be consuming. Like I was just constantly hungry and constantly like needing to use the bathroom and constantly just so thirsty, which is referred to as, so the constant thirst is referred to as polydipsia. The constant like needing to use the bathroom is called polyuria. Nursing student status right here.
Medical terms. I'm business, guys. I don't know anything.
With that, my mom had mentioned it to like one of our family friends, and they said that does not sound normal. That sounds like something consistent with diabetes. You might want to take Vanessa to go to the doctor and get like some tests done just to make sure that everything's okay and normal. Lo and behold, I had type 1 diabetes, and the night that I was like taken to the hospital and everything, I think my sugars was like in the 500, 600, like it was off the charts.
500s?
It was to the point where like I was literally in a coma.
Oh my god.
I was in a coma.
Oh, you were in a coma?
I woke up in the ambulance for like a couple seconds, and I remember being given like this little green bear, and I remember waking up in the hospital briefly, but that's about it. And I'm not going to go too in depth with that because that's another video that I want to make another time. It's like, I feel like it was, the difficult thing for me is that since I was diagnosed at such a young age, I can't remember much of what happened. I just know that it was an adjustment for my family because obviously none of them had experience with the diabetes, and it was like, oh my god, our little girl is diabetic now, like what do we do? Yeah. So I know it took a lot of adjusting, and I know that it took a lot of like going to the doctor's appointments, going to like different like information sessions, and like it was just this whole, it was a huge life adjustment for everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna go backwards now because going back to number 1.
Okay.
So you mentioned you had type 1 diabetes.
Yes.
And I know there's 2 different types. Are there any similarities? Is there differences? Get down to the bare minimum. Give me the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
Facts. I want the facts.
As terrible as it is, I don't know as much about type 2 as I really should.
Okay.
I just know that like with type 1 and type 2, it's obviously the commonality is having issues like with the pancreas.
It deals with the pancreas.
Yes. So with type 1, it's like it's an insulin deficiency. So like it's either the instance of like your pancreas is not producing enough insulin, or like the insulin that it's producing isn't working.
Isn't working to break down the sugar.
Yeah. So like I have an insulin pump, which basically is kind of like an external organ at this point for me.
Okay.
Because that's what's giving me the insulin that I need.
Oh, so that means if that's the case, then I assume, I'm gonna look it up later, Google, baby. So type 2 would probably be the opposite. You have too much, your glucose is too, your insulin is too much, and you need more glucose in order to bring it down, bring it back up,
no,
normalize it.
necessarily.
Okay, good.
So,
I'm totally wrong, guys. Don't listen to me. Totally.
So
I don't know. Why am I wearing a Liberty Science Center shirt? I know nothing.
Not sponsored. I wish. So, but the big thing is like type 1 is like insulin dependency, and type 2 is like
insulin.
No. Type 2 can be managed a lot by your lifestyle and your diet.
So type 2 is the one with the diet.
Yes. So that's where that misconception comes from.
Oh.
So with type 2, you can really be managed. Like there's also like pills that you can take to manage your diabetes. Like most type 2 diabetics don't have to be insulin dependent. Some do use insulin in conjunction to whatever therapies they are doing, but they are not completely dependent on insulin. There's a lot of times can be managed by like just their diet, living a healthy lifestyle.
So then, so then in one opinion, what were the difficulties that came with having or living with diabetes? Insulin pump is one thing, diet is another thing. What are the other things?
Well, I wouldn't say the insulin pump is too much of a difficulty. Yes, when you're like first getting onto it, it's a little tricky to get the hang of it. But if anything, that's a blessing.
Oh,
like it's
even better.
Because I was diagnosed at such a young age, I don't remember much of like what life was like before the diabetes. So
oh, because you only had 3 years worth. 3 years. What was I? I mean, technically I was in New York, that was it.
Yeah, so like all the memories that I have, it's like, I don't remember a time when I didn't have the diabetes.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, I know that when I was like prepubescent, going through adolescence and everything.
Oh yeah, guys.
I had like those moments where I would literally like just cry, and I'd be like, why me? Like, why did I have to be cursed with this? Like, why did this have to happen to me? What did I do to deserve this? So I went through like that denial and like that questioning stage of like why.
Oh yeah.
So I know that was a little bit difficult. When I was a kid, my mom did like restrict me a bit more on the sweets. So like there were a lot of times where like we would be at birthday parties and stuff, and kids would be having all these sweets, and I'd just be like, why can't I have the sweets? So that, I guess that can be difficult. With my family, I think everyone just really taken it well, and everyone, the younger I was, the more involved everyone in my house is more involved with my care. But as I grew older and like I grew more independent and was really able to take care of it myself, like yes, my family still knows about everything that I need and like the essentials, but like as far as like the carb counting, like when I'm supposed to change my pump size, when I'm supposed to change like my insulin and everything, that's really just me dependent at this point.
Yeah. So at this point, you already have the whole system. You have the whole I forgot the word. I'm in college, guys. I forgot the word.
I've kind of got the gist of it, I guess.
The gist, the schedule. I don't know.
I know what word you're talking about, and it's escaping me at the moment, which is annoying me.
Damn it. Sorry, I can't curse.
Did that pretty much nail your question?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I was expecting that you got diagnosed young, but I didn't know how young. I thought you were gonna be like maybe 8 or 9. So I thought it was gonna be a really big change, but it still hit the mark. I was like, oh, it's still big.
Hey guys, so quick note, I was going back through the footage because my camera decided to shut off when we were recording, and it actually cut off a really good question that Christian had for me, so I just have him on the phone really quick and he's just gonna re-ask his question and I'll kind of try to restate what I said to the best of my ability. So go for it, Christian.
Alright, so the question was, how would your life be different if you didn't have that?
So, thank you, Christian, for helping me out really quick. I will let you continue your journey home, and I will just answer this question really quick and pop this footage into the video. Thanks, Christian.
Welcome as always. Enjoy life.
So, to answer that question, I said that I can't really say truly if my life would be better or worse or the same if I hadn't been diagnosed, because I'm a firm believer in everything has a domino effect. Any little thing that might happen in your life can affect what you do later down the line and what your life becomes. If I hadn't been diagnosed with diabetes, I honestly could say that like I would not be where I am today. I would not be at the school that I'm at today. I would not have the friends that I have today. I wouldn't be doing the major that I'm doing now. Like, I'm a nursing major, and a big part of the reason why I chose to be a nursing major is because throughout all my years, like as a kid and growing up and everything, like I always received such great care from like all my nurses and my doctors and just everyone who was always at the hospital for me. And going into nursing is like one of my ways of giving back and really repaying everyone who has done so much for me in my life and helping others who need that help, who would appreciate that help. So it's like, in that respect, my life would be very different. Like, I can honestly say I may not live where I currently live. I may not be like in the current like familial situation, I guess, that I'm in. There's no saying how different my life would be, and I can't say whether it would be better or worse. Because maybe I could be living in like some really nice house in like California right now or something, or maybe I could be living still in a little studio apartment with my family. Like, God only knows what my life could have been or could be if I hadn't been diagnosed. I hope I was able to answer that pretty closely to how I did before, and I hope that properly addresses Christian's question. So yeah, back to the video.
Okay. So now we're back.
Yeah,
what did you miss?
My camera decided to like shut off on me for no
Commercial
reason. So
break was
lovely.
at its finest, guys. I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, we pretty much had someone come in and be like, "Hey, building's closed." So I was like, "We'll be out in 5 minutes."
He echoed that right into the camera. They knew. It's like, oh man.
Are there any other like questions or anything else that you want to ask for me to address?
About diabetes or your journey with it?
In general. with diabetes?
None that I can think of off the top of my head, ironically you hit one of them before I even got a chance to ask them, but like it's okay.
Cool.
I think I know what you feel. I don't know what would have happened if I went off my different ways, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah, like one little thing can honestly have such a big change on what your life is or what your life could have been. And it's like, it's one of those things that you never really think about until someone really brings it to your attention. So with that being said, I would like to say a very big thank you to Christian for being here for this video and
You're very
helping me out.
welcome,
And for coming up with such great questions. I hope this video was able to benefit you guys. I do plan on doing a Q&A with questions from you guys if you have any questions for me. So feel free to leave those questions down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are looking forward to more diabetes related content, just me goofing around probably with more friends in the future, go ahead and click that subscribe button and you'll get to see more videos coming soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. See you later.
As always, enjoy life. Ooh, fuck that one too. That's gotta be in there.